Well, that's the thing. I mean, if Epic is literally just like, here's some money, go improve. Because I do like that they do Bandcamp Fridays. I do like that they do the vinyl pressing thing has been really cool.
Right, well, because Bandcamp Fridays, I believe they waive all the fees that Bandcamp normally would apply and or the cut that they'd take. Right, I believe it's their cut basically.
It's the first Friday of every month. Yeah, instead of 82%, it's 100% goes to the artist, which is fucking nice. And
that's super great.
Yeah. And obviously it's been working because they started that just during the pandemic as kind of like a, hey, artists are really hurting, let's help out the artists. And it was, I guess, so effective for both parties, for the artists and Bandcamp, that they were like, we're just going to keep doing it.
That started during the pandemic, though, I believe, right?
Yeah, like I don't remember the exact time, but it was like 2020, just to help, because no one was touring.
Yeah, I know artists probably make most of their money doing tours, and I know they pretty much got kneecapped in 2020. So yeah, again, that's a really cool like feature right there.
And it's also a nice thing of like I mean I don't know how, like, if there's still a lot of artists doing this, but there was a lot of people dropping music specifically on Bandcamp Friday, so it was like a nice flood of music coming in.
Yeah, like, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was a nice community thing, and hopefully, like they said, it's gonna keep going. So Epic, I guess, doesn't have an issue with that.
I want to believe it. I really do. I'm just because the fact that Bandcamp Fridays, the whole like premise is not earning money for the platform and it going to the artist, like I just hope that like there isn't gonna come a day like in a couple years where like Ethan Diamond steps away and does something else, and then whoever they replace is just gonna like, or like slowly they phase out some of this stuff, even if it doesn't happen immediately when they merge. I don't know.
I mean, that's the thing is like, it's cool now.
Yeah,
there was a, I'm trying to remember who said this. I think it was Yahtzee. You know Yahtzee.
Yeah.
Like,
of what's
Zero Punctuation.
But right, but he what's the magazine he's with? The Escapist.
Yeah.
That's it. Right.
So he was doing, I think it was in a stream or a Q&A or something, where someone was asking about Steam, and he was like, "Yeah, I really like Steam, and it's a really good platform, and they're really cool. But like, the issue I have is that for a while Steam was monopolizing PC." Like sales, like PC game sales, and it's cool now when all the owners are like cool, but what happens when all the cool people leave or die? And it's, like,
you're talking about Steam though, specifically.
Yeah, Steam specifically. But I think it's that thought process is a good thing to have. It's like, okay, things are good now.
Yeah.
Now that the CEO and Epic have seemed to come to some sort of agreement of like, here's what is staying, but like years down the line. Is Epic going to be like, well, this needs to change, and then bing, bam, boom, all of a sudden Bandcamp is a shell, and it gets closed down and becomes Epic Music or something.
Or even if it doesn't cease certain operations, but it just becomes like another Spotify. That's, I feel like, is the most likely if it's going to go bad,
Yeah.
I mean, because what's also nice is, like you were saying earlier, it's more of a storefront. Like, you can buy vinyl pressings on there, which I think is really cool. It's like built right into the app. Like, a lot of times, I believe if you're looking at an album on Bandcamp, if you scroll to the bottom of the page, literally, if there's a vinyl or cassettes too, that's another popular one, or even CDs too, right?
But they've been doing. Have you seen they basically crowdfund vinyl through Bandcamp now too?
So, yeah, I saw that they added that. I haven't, admittedly, it's been quite a while. I think it's been a couple of years since I bought a record off Bandcamp. But okay, so it's all right. So they do, it's right through the app, basically.
Yeah, I don't know if Bandcamp is the one producing it or whatever, but they have, so like, it's like Kickstarter basically, where you have like an album and you're like, hey, I'm selling this album on vinyl. We need 10,000 people to buy it or whatever, and then we start production. And I've gotten a few vinyls through that. It's a really nice kind of thing. And like, people will fucking, if the artist has an audience, they will do it.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure there's probably some sort of like restrictions of like, before you can just do that. Like, you probably have to have a certain number of followers, or like, people buying the album or something. But and then after that, and this is a sticking point with me when I buy a lot of vinyl, if you buy, like, even not crowdfunding, if you buy a vinyl on Bandcamp, you then get streaming access to it, and you can download it, and it's a really cool fucking thing.
Right, so you're right. So you're getting like all these different formats of the music you just bought, and that like the vast majority of the money from that purchase went right to the artist. It's
Yeah.
like a
It's fucking great.
it's good shit. I mean, again, potentially, a benefit of this, acquisition is like they said, I think they're trying to expand their live streaming stuff. That seems like it could be really cool. If it's just like, I don't know, another way for artists to like, if they're doing a show, stream it on the platform. I presumably, or I don't know, interviews. Have you used this?
To be fair, that's one thing of like Bandcamp that I haven't really touched. There is a robust like community of like on Bandcamp of like, yeah, it's like live streams of like, here's some new artists or interviews.
But it's performances usually.
I actually don't know if they do performances.
So what is it, like interviews?
I think it's more just like interviews. Like they do even outside of that, they do like articles and things like that about like showcasing what specific artist or whatever. And then I think they do like, here's a hip hop, like here's some cool hip hop that's on Bandcamp. We'll play it and you can buy it or whatever. If Epic Games is helping with expanding to live streams, maybe eventually performances get live streamed or something. That would be really cool.
That'd be sick. Like imagine, I mean, obviously we're just coming up with ideas for them at this point, but like, if there's Bandcamp Fridays, what if it's like, I don't know, like live stream Thursdays or something, like they'll have like a set schedule of like one day a week, these artists will do a few songs at different times, like scheduled throughout the day or whatever. And that'd be really cool, like with links to like all the albums from whatever they're performing right there and stuff. A virtual merch booth, you know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be sick. I mean, I feel
your 100 Gex Minecraft concert.
Yeah. I mean, that's
it'd probably be more stable than the one they did on YouTube. You remember that?
I mean, I feel like they had a few moments where kind of glitched out a little bit.
I remember maybe I
can't believe that was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago.
Right?
Yeah.
That was 2020, I believe.
That was like peak pandemic.
Yeah, it was like right as the pandemic was really hitting.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
That is crazy.
I almost said last year. It's not 2021 anymore.
It feels like it though, don't it?
Kind of does.
I keep forgetting it's 2022. Like I see dates that are like April 2022, and I'm like, oh, next year.
Yeah.
And it's like, nope,
no.
That is a few weeks from now. But yeah, okay, well, let me ask you this, because I've been trying to figure out. So we're hoping that Epic isn't going to change anything. What do you think their goal is with buying Bandcamp? Like, they didn't. I feel like it can't just be like, we need more money, because Epic is making fucking bank.
Right. I mean, to my knowledge, like, I don't think Epic Games has a history of like in the music industry, right?
I don't think so.
I didn't do an extreme deep dive on Epic Games history, but my understanding is they've just done game development and publishing. So like, I kind of wonder what made them make this move.
I mean, it could very well be that that's just what it was. It's like, we need to get into the music,
I guess.
industry.
I mean, I feel like they haven't really given too many details on what they're going to be, like what's going to change. It makes it seem like they're trying to reassure users that everything's going to be how it currently is. So that's what makes me nervous, I guess. It's just the fact that they haven't really put out like a detailed like timeline of like what's going to happen. Maybe they want us to believe that like literally nothing's changing. They're just owned by Epic now. Maybe, but I'm hesitant to.
There's no way that's true.
Well, exactly.
Something is going to change.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm like. It can't. I mean, I guess it could all be good. Maybe this is like, Bandcamp just expands and it becomes like the good Spotify. Like,